A young woman from Alberton is spreading her inspirational message across the country and even to the United Nations. Janet Charchuk is a motivational speaker with the Canadian Down Syndrome Society. She travels across North America talking about healthy eating and setting goals, and most recently to the United Nations. She was a delegate for World Down Syndrome Day, recognized for the first time by the United Nations. The symposium was held last month in New York City. Janet lives in Alberton, volunteers at Kinderstart in Ellerslie, PEI, and that's where the CBC's Lindsay Carroll caught up with Janet and her mother, Jackie.
Oh, that's Jackson, by the way. Oh, he likes microphones and weird and cool things. This little guy, Jackson, I want to make sure he has a good life kind of thing too, so he has a different ability, like I do. What's that? Kaylee, what's that? Hi, my name is Janet Charchuk. Right now my job is to play with them and stuff, but more in the summer, I'm hoping to get them outside and playing things like sports and stuff like that.
I hear you're a motivational speaker.
Yeah, I love kids. I want them to have a good lifestyle, to do healthy living, like to set goals for themselves and stuff like that. I just think it's important to get active and stuff, so you can keep going. I just want them to have the best life possible.
Hi, I'm Jackie Charchuk, Janet's mom. As a family, we worked with her very early. We had lots of supports when she was a baby, and, we had in terms of speech therapy and occupational therapy and those kinds of things. So we started right away with, helping her learn, but I think her own personality and determination of what, that's where she is today is because of that.
When I was younger, I used to compete in swimming for Special Olympics. I kind of stepped back from that now because I want to teach. I do other sports. I do bowling, track and field. I've been training out golf for a while, and I went to St. John, I went to Halifax, I've been all over the place with golf.
And she does something now pretty much every day of the week, physical activity. She either goes to the gym or she comes to yoga with me, so she's motivating me to do some things.
So I hear you recently had a really big speech at the UN.
Oh, that was in New York City. They had self-advocates from around the world. It recognizes the rights and freedoms and stuff like that of people with Down syndrome. I just told the person what my passion is, that I want everybody, not just people with Down syndrome, but everyone, to have a good life.
How did it feel for you to be able to be there for that?
Pretty awesome. I thought it was pretty cool because I never saw so many self-advocates. I traveled on my own, which is pretty awesome.
You travel on your own?
I go to different places before, places I always wanted to go. This time it was New York.
Yeah, what was it like being in New York? I've never been to New York.
Well, you know what? I can tell you, it's really go all the time. And you're out to midnight every night.
Did you do anything fun?
We went on a sightseeing bus tour thing.
What was the most memorable thing that you remember?
It was Central Park. I know they shot the TV show Friends in Los Angeles. Most of it's not real, but Central Park is. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
She's always been very motivated and wanting to stand up for people's rights, so she feels has a calling to do that. I'm very proud of her. Actually, I was so proud that I nominated her for the Canadian Down Syndrome Society Hero of the Year, and she's one of the winners this year. And so I just feel an extreme amount of pride, and she's very motivating for me as well, and for all of our family. She's an inspiration.
I'm actually with a subcommittee of the Canadian Down Syndrome Society. It's called Voices at the Table Advocacy Committee, and we're supposed to be made up of self-advocates from across Canada from one coast to another. There's a whole lot of issues. There's employment. Housing is the main one. I get to talk to you about the housing I did in Alberton. This is something very important that I want to see happen all over. Made a presentation, talked to the town council, tell them that we have a need for housing in Alberton, and we got it built. Where I live now is an Alberton house. It's a transition home. Pretty cool house. That's where I live. I have an apartment mate. We need more transition houses so people can learn the skills to live on their own.
How does it feel for you to be able to make it happen?
It made me feel good. Really, really great.
Do you have any more speaking engagements coming up?
Not too many, but I do have a conference coming up in May in Toronto.
What are you going to be talking about?
The Canadian Down Syndrome Society is celebrating 25 years, so we had to interview our parents. It was like 25 years ago, and we made up a story. We're actually be speaking about that. There you go, Teresa.
Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.
There you go, Jen.
Okay, cutie. There. Perfect. Hey, you too.
I've had the chance to work with Janet on some Special Olympics events, and she is fantastic. That was Janet Charchuk from Alberton. We also heard from Janet's mother, Jackie. They were speaking with the CBC's Lindsay Carroll.